How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Master Beer Reviews. Back to yet another review. A little bit of IPA time. The form of Rockaway Brewing's IPA. Never had anything from these guys before. My first foray into these guys comes via a service, a beer service, a Growler service called Hopsy. They're a couple different places around the country, mostly West Coast, a little bit of East Coast. And they just expanded to New Jersey. My beautiful future wife lives in New Jersey. There's a crazy Groupon thing going on, and I figured might as well give it a whirl. This is the last of 4 growlers. Basically, what I did was order 4 growlers. I pack them up, cold ship them to you, done and done. The beers are guaranteed fresh, and I think you could typically pick what you want, but with the deal I had, you just kind of picked either a light pack, a hoppy pack, or the dark pack. I picked a hoppy pack. Just because I kind of knew, you don't really know, but I kind of knew it was in the dark one. I didn't want that, and this is a light one, and I don't know, just wanted to hop one. Let's put it that way. So yeah, this is the 4th one. The beers have come off a little bit old to me, not necessarily old in the growler, but kind of old in time. They've been a hop forward stuff, but they've been a lot of kind of herbal forward, kind of herbaceous, tea-likeness to a lot of these beers, and I feel like it's not so much the beers as it is a little bit of time on them. Would make sense if they're kind of blowing out stuff in Groupon and whatnot, but I can only judge what's sent my way. So let's judge this one. Rockaway Brewing Company, Queens, New York, IPA, 6% alcohol by volume, done and done. No logo, just big sticker on the front of the growler. All the other growlers I got actually had brewery logos and all that stuff on there, so I don't know if this is just something they kind of filled with, or they just didn't provide them with a logo. I do not know. Bit of a hiss on there, nothing too crazy. Decent fill. It's like to there, you'd always want a little bit more. The biggest fill you possibly can get with a growler. It's kind of going to help it maintain. But as far as the service goes, like I said, I did a Groupon thing. I ended up getting 4 32-ounce growlers for $15 shipped. Cold shipped. I ordered it on a Saturday, so they didn't ship it till Monday, but they got it on a Tuesday, so it took 1 day essentially to ship. Just over a pinky finger, nice creaminess to it. Pretty tight compact bubble strains, a little couple of neurotic fellers in there, and she's got a nice soft haze to her, bit darker, bit kind of tinge of redness and some orange in there, but she looks a part of an IPA, a new school kind of IPA. Let's see what the nose has to offer. Soft bitterness, soft citrus, soft, maybe a little soft stone fruitiness, but it's very soft. Nothing too biting, nothing too explosive. It's very, very soft, very rounded. There's a little bit of bitterness floating there, and that's pretty much it. So you're not really getting much as far as a malt profile, but I'm not getting really too much as far as a outspoken kind of hop. Just kind of, it's an IPA. So let's dive in, see what you taste like. Bit more vibrant in the mouth than you expect based off the nose. That citrus comes up a bit bigger. It's definitely citrus leaning. Get a little bit of soft, sweeter fruit in there, more like a stone fruit. It could be like somewhere between like a tropical and stone fruit kind of thing. Nothing too descriptive, or not descriptive, but nothing too kind of lack of words. Nothing's really calling out to me other than that soft citrus. A little bit of almost like a cracky Pilsnery malt going on in there. Thinner mouthfeel, but nothing too criminal. That's pretty much it. Honest, straightforward. Tasting like what a lot of breweries are doing. New school breweries. Not saying they're new school, but it's like kind of like a catch-all kind of hazy pale ale is kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's almost a hopped up pale ale as opposed to an IPA. What's the difference? I don't know. You taste it when you taste it. But yeah, nice beer. Well made. Not really much as far as flaws go. It just lacks a little bit of kind of a pop to it. When you're talking about these hop forward beers, you kind of do want a little bit of pop. Leave the roundedness for the other stuff. Your bigger beers, your bolder beers, your kind of darker beers. And it's nice, it's chuggable, it's drinkable. It might be the best one I had of the 4. But at the same time, it does still taste like... This might be the freshest one of the bunch, but I don't think it's overtly fresh to begin with. But tasty. That growler will not go undrank. Let's put it that way. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to say about it. Let's talk about it. Rockaway Brewing Company IPA. It's one of the better IPAs I've had as of late. No. It's nice. It's tasty. It's definitely not something I would push away at a bar, but it just kind of lacks a little bit of personality for me to kind of hoist it up and put it up there with a lot of the other ones that I've had. Value and availability. I mean, you know, the price I paid for these 4 growlers, I can't really complain about much about anything. But I mean, that's not really what these go for. So if somebody out there knows what this typically goes for at, you know, at the brewery or bodega or whatever the hell they serve it, that would be nice. And just leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like really, just, I don't want to say middle of the road, run of the mill kind of new school kind of IPAs or pale ales or hopped up pales, you like this, but that's kind of where it lands. I don't want to, you know, generic, kind of tag it generically like that, but I mean, if you like the newer kind of hazier beers and you're at a bar and they don't have much of a selection, this is on there. This is good, definitely gonna do you right, especially with the lack of better options. Man, that comes off super negative. I didn't mean it that way, but it's tasty, it's nice, just a little bit underwhelming. So there you go, another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, didn't, anywhere in between, down there, words and stuff and things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Taft, Massive Beers, all 4 of those places, and yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice Queens, New York beer right now, and hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.